OSHA 1910.5 Applicability of Standards 1910.5a. Except as provided in paragraph B of this section, the standards contained in this part shall apply with respect to employments performed in a workplace in a state, the District of Columbia, the Commonwealth of Puerto Rico, the Virgin Islands, American Samoa, Guam, the Commonwealth of the Northern Mariana Islands, Wake Island, Outer Continental Shelf lands defined in the Outer Continental Shelf Lands Act, and Johnston Island. 1910.5b. None of the standards in this part shall apply to working conditions of employees with respect to which federal agencies other than the Department of Labor or state agencies acting under Section 274 of the Atomic Energy Act of 1954, as amended, 42 U.S.C. 2021, exercise statutory authority to prescribe or enforce standards or regulations affecting occupational safety or health. 1910.5c. 1910.5c1. If a particular standard is specifically applicable to a condition, practice, means, method, operation, or process, it shall prevail over any different general standard which might otherwise be applicable to the same condition, practice, means, method, operation, or process. For example, paragraph 1915.23c3 of this title prescribes personal protective equipment for certain ship repairmen working in specified areas. Such a standard shall apply and shall not be deemed modified nor superseded by any different general standard whose provisions might otherwise be applicable to the ship repairmen working in the areas specified in section 1915.23c3. 1910.2. On the other hand, any standard shall apply according to its terms to any employment and place of employment in any industry, even though particular standards are also prescribed for the industry, as in Subpart B or Subpart R of this part, to the extent that none of such particular standards applies. To illustrate, the general standard regarding noise exposure in paragraph 1910.95 applies to employments and places of employment in pulp, paper, and paperboard mills covered by paragraph 1910.261. 1910.5d. In the event a standard protects on its face a class of persons larger than employees, the standard shall be applicable under this part only to employees and their employment and places of employment. 1910.5f. An employer who is in compliance with any standard in this part shall be deemed to be in compliance with the requirement of Section 5A1 of the Act, but only to the extent of the condition, practice, means, method, operation, or process covered by the standard.